feel about this matchup with Miesha? A lot of people think that she actually could be tougher than Ronda.
She presents a whole different game than Ronda, and she's really unpredictable. She's really good in scrambles. She's really good, she's been through a lot of battles, and she's been behind in fights and come back. She's not one of those that you can mentally break in a fight, and to me, I think that's the toughest opponent you can be up against. And I feel like she's different style, and obviously we all know different styles make different fights. So I feel like this is definitely a really tough fight for me. But what else am I supposed to be doing here? You know, I want to fight all the girls that are the best because that's what makes the best victory. And obviously this is a really big challenge for me to take, and a lot of people think it was even silly. Oh, you should have waited for a rematch, or But for me, I think, well, my mentality and my thought was, well, if there's going to be a rematch soon, and we know this is going to happen, okay. But if not, let's have another fight, because that's what I love to do. I want to be competitive. I want to fight. And a lot of people see this as a whole different challenge and almost maybe a risk. But, I mean, the whole reason why I'm sitting here right now is because I took advantage of the opportunity that was before me when a lot of people thought it was too soon for me to fight Ronda. And so I'm just going to keep the same mentality that I've always had, is just make the best of each opportunity and let the cards unfold. Train hard for it and be ready for it. But, that's what I'm in this for, is the fight game. And I've always said passion first, everything else falls into place. I don't know how many times I've said that. That's probably like my main thought process for me. And so that's what I want to do, is stick to the passion. My passion is fighting, and then, we'll go for win.
How different did you have to train preparing for Miesha Tate?
Every fighter's so different, and this is a completely different fight than Ronda. Their backgrounds, one's, obviously judo is a long, background there. But that's not the only thing that Ronda is good at in a fighting. Miesha's background is mainly from wrestling, but that does not mean that's the only thing she's good at. Are they two different fighters? Absolutely, but they're both, pretty well-rounded in a lot of ways. And so I'm training for a lot of things. And I was just saying earlier that in order to train for these fights, I feel like I want to obviously train to counter what they're great at, but I also want to do things that make me excel. For my last fight, we kept saying, everybody asks, are you practicing your armbar defense? That's kind of, to me, that's like a silly question, obviously. It's like, obviously, and to counter her judo, obviously we're training that. But I don't want to just defend arm bars and defend, hip tosses and defend off the cage, because when you're just defending, that's not necessarily getting a victory. I want to be able to defend those, but yes, I want to be able to excel in the things that I do, because that's what gets a victory. If I'm just on the defense the whole time, that means she's on the offense. That means she's going to win the fight. I'm not going to do that. I want to be prepared for all of it. And same thing, mentality-wise, for this fight with Miesha. I don't want to just worry about, she might try and, run a double leg on me. It's like, well, okay, yeah, obviously she's probably going to try something like that, but there's things that I want to do to excel, and there's things that I need to practice defending. So it's always a chess match, offense and defense, 100% all the time.